What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Welcome back for another music video reaction. I'm taking a little bit of a, week and a half maybe, late look at the song from 17 titled Getting Closer. And this is, this video and the timing of it for me personally that I'm making this reaction video that you're watching, kind of a whole part of the whole process with me getting back on track with uploading videos on a consistent basis. But 17 is back. Their music has been very, very fun in the past, and the last couple of releases have been something a little bit, different from what they'd done before that, I think, in at the very least a little bit of a way, and that's very cool. They always release something that's fun and exciting, so I'm very, very interested to kind of see what kind of, energy they bring, and, whatever the choreography is and all of that kind of stuff, because they've always got some sort of fun elements that, work together really, really well to create something super, super entertaining and addicting. So I'm going to listen to this song like I do in every one of my videos here, and I'm going to give you guys my honest thoughts on it, whether I like it or not, and hopefully that encourages you guys to do the same down in the comments, because I want to hear what you guys have got to say. That's why I make these videos, because we're trying to build a community here that is all about having some free and open discussion about our thoughts and opinions, no matter what they are. So if you want to join that community, of course, then click the subscribe button down below this video so you can stay updated with everything that we're talking about. So with all of that being said, let's get this song started and see what 17 has got for us this time around. Oh, okay. Remember what I said, different and all that. Different. Remember, they've already, with the goddamn, guys, just relax a little bit, please. Wow. That was like what, that was probably like 90 seconds or so, just about. That was a really, really intense and different and interesting first verse and chorus for a 17 song. That was really good. I love this. This is so good. This is so good. Well, it's been a while since we've heard one of those, dubstep kind of dance breaks in a song. It was a trend back in, 4 or 5 years ago. Interesting. Have I said that I really like this song? That was amazing. That was really killer. That was that was dope. Like I said at the beginning of this video, before even like, you know, to lead into this, you know, the thing that I love about 17 as a group is just the fact that their promo tracks specifically are, no matter what it is that they're doing, concept and sound wise, they just are very, 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 you know, in your face, energetic, just very, very intense. The music has got, the music and the music video, the performance aspect of it has a lot of intensity to it. And, you know, they just absolutely like throw down, just leave it all out. And just, I don't even know how to describe, but whatever they do, or just the characteristic of their music, is something that at the end of the day, I guess is best described as being super, super intense. And that's what I love about it, you know, being, I don't know specifically how am I trying to say this, but that intensity is something that just kind of like reaches out and connects with me as a listener. Maybe it connects with you as a listener also, and just it creates a really, really engaging experience watching this music video and listening to this song. And you know, just the 17 has kind of shown throughout their entire career thus far, and the last couple of years especially, is that kind of like no matter what they do, it's always something that they just bring that intensity, and that is something that is, you know, really good. So they can probably do like literally anything and still keep that just basic quality of what 17 music videos and title tracks are. And that's really all that I would kind of expect and ask for. And, you know, of course, doing something different is cool, but you know, 17's got the thing that they do that for me personally is something that I enjoy like all the time. And whether they do something like this or they do something like different, I don't even care. I like it. So that's really, you know, it for my first impression bits. I'm going to leave you guys with the question of the video, and I'm going to try and come back with a little bit more of a review coming up in about like 10 seconds or so. Let's dive right into the review, starting with the very first point of this song that I love and that I enjoy and that I think is definitely something that is cool and noteworthy. And it is pretty much literally the very first thing that you hear in this song, because I think that the little bit with the, you know, with all the different clocks and stuff like that's more of an intro. I don't know exactly if that's included in, you know, like the studio release of this album, of this song, but the very first thing that you notice in this song when the song and the music actually starts is the vocals. That's the thing that stood out to me the most, and the fact that they use what I'm just gonna call auto-tune, whatever it is some vocal, digital vocal alteration. Auto-tune is kind of just what it's sort of colloquially known as by the average person, such as myself. And that in the song was, when I heard it, it was definitely something that I was like, auto-tune 17, that's not really what I was expecting. And that is definitely something that caught my eye, caught my attention, you know, made me kind of like perk up and pay attention a little bit to the song. And you know, if there was a potential that within the first 10 seconds of the song, I was gonna be, you know, not necessarily the most captivated or entertained by it, the fact that the vocals in the first, you know, couple lines of the verse were, you know, auto-tuned or, you know, altered like that, that is the thing that caught my mind, and that is the thing that hooked me on this song. And it was all pretty much downhill from there, because after they got my attention, they definitely delivered and rewarded me for giving me giving this song my attention. And like I said, it wasn't expected. It's sort of out of the norm for what I would expect from 17. And you know, that right there is really, really good. But the thing that they did to kind of carry that on a little bit more in the chorus is the fact that the different rap lines in that chorus, it seems as the sort of flow of the verse goes, it seems to me like it feels a little, you know, chaotic and super, super intense, and like you're being like attacked, I guess you can say. You know, it's a very, very aggressive sort of, you know, flow, and just the ways that it twists and turns as the flow of the verse goes, kind of feels it's very disorienting. And you know, I think the reason for that is, of course, different sorts of styles of, you know, rapping, and the fact that the change between those styles and the change between, you know, whoever is singing and the way that they're, you know, singing those lines or rapping those lines is something that is really, really dramatic. They're pretty clear, I think, you know, distinct, you know, cuts between the different members of the group who have lines in the verse. And that is something that is heard really, you know, in a significant way in the first verse only. You know, second verse, it's much more, you know, the kind of the flow of it is much more smooth, and you know, that makes the first verse something that is really, really, really engaging. So to start the song off, they threw out something that is unexpected and definitely, you know, a big point of interest, which caught my attention, made me pay attention to the song, and then they just held on to my attention to get me to the chorus long enough by kind of presenting me with this chaotic and maybe confusing and disorienting, not really literally confusing and disorienting, but you know, a chaotic feeling chorus that was, you know, kept me on my toes, waiting for the, you know, the song to like settle down and relax. And then as I'm kind of waiting for that, it actually does settle down and relax, as you know, you get a little vocal pre-chorus, which kind of, you know, you have that super intense chaotic rap portion of the verse, and then you get a little vocal bit, which then kind of just transitions you into the actual really smoothly and nicely flowing chorus of this song, which is something that is good. I really like that whole the first 90 seconds of this song or so, the first, you know, repetition of the verse and the chorus is something that I really, really like. Like it is definitely, you know, I would say out of pretty all of the songs that I can remember right now as I'm recording this video that I've listened to in 2018, like that is my probably my favorite verse and chorus combination of every song, any song that I've listened to that I can remember, you know, distinctly listening to this year, just because, you know, it gives you something that is, you know, super interesting and definitely is very, very intriguing, at least to me, and then it kind of keeps your attention through the verse, which is something that, you know, is sometimes doesn't happen because the verses are kind of not the most exciting because they're not necessarily supposed to be the hook of the song, and then that holds your attention by being something, you know, crazy and intense and just very, very different, and then it transitions it nice and smoothly into a chorus that kind of has a really, really nice and smooth sort of flow to it. So the two, like the difference between the verse and the chorus is something that's really kind of dramatic, but they kind of seem to tie it together really, really well and really, really smoothly, which is something that I personally really, really like. And then the final thing, which those were basically like 3 points that I kind of written down that I wanted to talk about right there. And the final point that I just want to leave with really, really briefly is, you know, I do kind of like, and I actually, in this instance, I like the dubstep breakdowns. I really do. I mean, people are going to say, because this was a trend back, like, I think the song that I know that a lot of people can kind of realize, like, wow, that was, you know, back then, is the dubstep breakdown was a trend when MiyusRibbons made their debut as a group from wherever they're from, which I just completely blanked on because I'm stupid. But dubstep breakdowns in songs was a trend in K-pop back when MiyusRibbons debuted as a group. Face, that is a song that features a dubstep breakdown. So 17 goes back and they bring that back in the song, they feature it in the song, and that's something that, you know, I know it's a trend and a thing that wasn't particularly popular or well loved, I don't think, or I get the sense that it wasn't, but I kind of enjoyed it. It's a little bit of fun, and in this song specifically, it kind of just fits with the, you know, super, you know, powerful kind of nature of this song, and, you know, I kind of like that. So, and I was gonna say that I said that was the final thing, but I kind of forgot about this last thing, which, like I had said in the whole, which I talked about previous points in this video, you know, the dubstep breakdown kind of plays into the powerful nature of this song, which just the powerful nature of the song is just the natural nature, I guess you could say, of 17 as a group. They always deliver powerful music and powerful performances, and the chorus in this song, even though it seems like it's something that is super smooth and flowing and isn't necessarily like particularly, I guess, intense, if that makes any sense, but what gives it the intensity while I'm listening to it or watching the music video is the fact that the flow, the way that the song sort of, like, you know, flows pretty much, you can really kind of feel, or can see, as you can see in the choreography, that it lends itself to some super powerful and very aggressive dance moves in the choreography, which, like I said, you can see that in the music video. It's definitely really good. It's a lot of fun, and just like basically every other 17 song that is the title track that they perform on stage, this is gonna be an absolute killer song to see performed live on stage. And I was gonna say that I hope I get the opportunity to do that, but I would really love to see this song performed on stage in person, because I think it would be killer. You know, I see it's just dance groups in general, like the group at KCON LA that won the whatever dance competition during the convention, got to perform a 17 song on stage, and they absolutely killed it. That song was super intense, the choreography was killer, and all of that stuff. So seeing 17 perform on stage like that, this song and any other song would be absolutely phenomenal, and I would love to do that. And this is another fantastic addition to their lineup of super intense and crazy songs to perform on stage that I think are super awesome. So that's what I've got to say for this song. I'm gonna know what you guys think, like I said, in the comments below. Share your thoughts no matter what you guys have got to say. If you want to join the community here, then subscribe down by clicking on the button down below so you can stay updated with everything that we're talking about. So that's it for this video, guys. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.